And just in case you didn't know, her hair is a glory unto her. Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Y'all, I know it's been a while, so we're going to get straight into this super cute, new trending lemonade ponytail is what I'm going to call it. So for the hair, we are going to be using the ruler. I hope I say that right. And then the pose for the curly hair, we're going to be using our neat braid gel, of course, some shining jam. And I'm just showing you here my braid rack and how I break down my hair. And the curly pieces, you seen that was hanging on the chair. So I'm all for using whatever you have available and just make it work. If you don't have a braid rack, you can hang the hair on just about anything and that will work. So as you see here, I'm parting off that front section that's going to be hanging off to the side. And you want to, instead of going straight across, you'll see how I parted it. I brought it about a little bit more over than halfway. And then I cut it off at the side. So we're going to start with the ponytail part. And what I did was I parted a straight part right down the middle. And then I'm going to use my comb to kind of form like a triangle shape, I want to call it. So it should be wider at the start. And then coming into the middle is going to get skinnier. So you'll see what I'm talking about the more I part it. And I'm just going to do this all the way around on each side. So we're pretty much working in sections. So I'm just going to start on this, well, I say the left section of the ponytail part. And I'm using that shining jam to really go in and clean up my parts. Once I got like a rough draft of the part, I put some of that gel on it and I just go back in and continue to part it until I get it to my likings, okay? Now I'm going to say this for my people that may be new here. To get nice, clean parts, you want to continue to go over and over your section until you get it to what you feel like is perfection, okay? You should never rush through anyone's head in general, but you know, the part you want them parts to be clean and crisp. Take your time and go over it. So as you see, I am using a light braid to section off each section once I feel like I got my part right. And you don't have to do this part. You could, you know, part it as you go, but I feel like this is really forgiving because if you mess up doing a part, you can actually go back and correct your wrongs versus if I already have a braid in and I need to fix something. Who wants to take out an entire braid to, you know, correct the mistake? So this gives you enough room to go back and fix any mistakes if you see that something is uneven or not, you know, lining up. So I'm coming all the way almost to completing that side. And you'll see that I continue with the same idea. It's going to be skinny going into the middle, and then as I come out to the end, it kind of widens a bit. And if you look at the braids and the style, you'll get a better idea of what I'm saying. So just imagine like a long triangle. All right. And all of the pointies ends should meet in the middle. And this is what we call pre-parting. And I honestly feel like it saves you a lot of time and energy because where you would have to be worrying about parting the hair, once I start braiding and I've done all of this, I can continue on braiding without worrying about having to part the hair. All right, and now I've completed that around the whole back section. And as you can see, I kept the same idea. I started off pretty slim in the middle, and then as I went out towards the end of that part, I made the section to become wider. So now I'm just taking down one of those pre-section parts, and y'all, here I go again, drawing this S into the jam because it's just so satisfying. And I don't know why I always choose S. I say maybe because my last name, it starts with the S, so that could be it. But just a little bit of entertainment for you here. And moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and separate, you know, clip off or section off the rest of the hair so it doesn't get in my way as I'm braiding. And I use that jam on each side. I'm gonna saturate the hair with it, okay? Don't be afraid to use your product. And now I'm just going in with my first braid. So y'all, let me tell you, this is not a detailed stitch braiding video. I have plenty of videos on my channel that details how to do stitch braid, how to just braid in general, how to add hair in, how to add the curly pieces in. So go back and check out some of the older videos so that you can get a good idea on that. This was just pretty much detailing how I created this style in general. So if you need more details on how to stitch braid and such, please check out my other videos. And look, while I got you here, make sure you subscribe, okay? Because it's going to be new content being posted and you don't want to have to search for my channel. So go ahead and subscribe so you can already be part of the family and you'll be notified when I post new videos. And so I added about 3 or 4 curly boho pieces to the ends of each braid. And now moving on to the front section, once I've completed all the braids in the back, and you'll be able to see here what I was talking about, how you see how it's wide at the start of the braid and then it got skinny going in towards the ponytail part. So I'm using that neat braid gel and I am smoothing out her hair on each side, okay? Separating her baby hairs. I'm going to start with the stitch braid here. I'm just parting off my subsection to start off the braid, and I'm gonna go ahead and braid this all the way up. So in the front is optional. You can do whatever design you please, but it's just about 5 or 6 curving braids hanging off to the side just to give it that lemonade effect while you have the ponytail going on in the back. And if this is your first time trying this style, or maybe your first couple of times, listen, don't beat yourself up. Just continue to practice and you're gonna get better, okay? I really like to encourage people to keep going because, you know, trying something new can become very discouraging. But the more you do something, the better you're gonna get at it. So just keep it up, have confidence, and always trust God. Everything will work out. You're gonna master it. And while we're chatting, I'm super excited to be doing this voiceover because, like I said, it's been a while since I posted a video. Y'all, life has been lifing, okay? Sometimes life. I'm a mother of 7 children, and my oldest is getting ready to turn 17. So if you have children, you know where I'm going with this. If not, it's work. But other than that, I'm just continuing to, you know, move forward and keep going because I really want to get this information and help as many of you as I can. So I appreciate your patience with me as I, you know, handle personal things. And I appreciate your grace that you're continuing to watch my videos. And I'm just going to move on completing these few braids in the top just to, you know, complete the style. And I didn't add in much braiding hair to the braids, just a few pieces here and there. But you don't want a bulky braid if you want to achieve looks like this. Like, come on now. 4 + 4 = what? 8. I'm telling you, like, this was one of my favorite styles. It came out so neat and so cute. Like, I just really love it. And this is another one of those styles where you can dress it up, dress it down. Super convenient and out of the way. Perfect for summer style. If you're thinking about getting, don't hesitate any longer. I say go for it because look, this style is going. I appreciate everybody for the continued support. I hope that you were able to get some type of information or inspiration from this video. Please consider subscribing so that you won't miss what's going to be coming next. Bless you for watching.